Hi everybody, welcome along to this, well I'd call it a tutorial, but actually I know very little about what I'm going to tell you about. So bear with me, I will explain everything that I know and hopefully it will be of some use to you. I mentioned a little while ago on one of my videos or lives or whatever that I was using some tattered lace dies and they come with a thing called charisma. Now, I was completely oblivious of this up until maybe last Christmas or so, I think. And Jan Rosier, one of our lovely members, sent me a rack, and it was these and others. These beautiful, beautiful die cuts, so dainty, so pretty. And so I inquired, where can one buy them? And she tried her hardest to explain to me about tattered lace and charisma and whatever, and I actually didn't. I just didn't get it. Maybe not the fastest on the uptake. I just didn't understand what she was saying. But I've subsequently been watching the crafting channels on the telly, and on one of the channels they sell a lot of this sort of stuff. So I've kind of got my head around what it is now. So now I can tell you what it is. It's a company called Tattered Lace. And this is their packaging. This is how most of their dies, as far as I can see, come in this beautiful blue and cream, goldy cream packaging here, and with a picture of the dies on the front. Now this is the set that I wanted. So what I did was I went to the Tattered Lace site. I found, after hours of looking, I can tell you, because they have a lot of dies, and I didn't know what it was called or anything, so I had to just keep looking. Eventually I found this one, and if you, like me, want this die set, it's called Superfine Flowers. So it's Tattered Lace Superfine Flowers. So go to their website, Tattered Lace website, search for Superfine Flowers or the number of the die set, which is 565858. 565858. And this set will come up. And as soon as you click on that you want to buy it, they redirect you, at least they do in this country, I don't know about anywhere else, they redirect you to what's obviously their selling partner, and you go there and you purchase it. But on the Tattered Lace page where I found this, at the bottom there were some additional tabs, and one of them I think said something like additional or something like that. So I clicked on that, and what that is, it gives you all what they call the charisma, which is actually it's this. This is what it is. It's the pictures that go with these dies. So when you cut them out, they're already coloured for you. And this is free. This is free to download. You can, once you've downloaded it, you can print it 1,000,000 times if you want. It's free. You can print it even if you don't have the dies. I wouldn't fancy fussy cutting all that, but you could if you wanted to, theoretically. And this is what's known as the charisma. Funny name. And then once you put the dies with the charisma and you cut them out, this is what you get. They are so fine, so delicate. They really are amazing that a die could cut that. Every time I cut them, I'm amazed. So yeah, it's a beautiful set. And so I'll attempt to show you how to cut these. My my plates on my Big Shot are a bit wonky. They've been around too long. And the other thing that I don't have, that really would be an enormous help, is you can buy sticky tape that you can put through your machine. I've tried it with low-tack tape, I've tried de-tacking masking tape, I've tried everything. It doesn't work. You obviously need the proper tape. So I haven't got any of that, which makes my life a bit more awkward. But that's one set, and this round here is one set. So let's just cut up here. I mean, to be honest, if you've only got a sidekick, I think if you cut into these, you could get the whole set out. Right, I'll chop that end off, I don't need that. Okay, so let's wait till you see my plates. They're like bananas. It's not good. It's been much loved, this, and much used. So you put your charisma down. And I find it easier with mine if I've got the stems going that way. It likes to cut it better that way. I'll leave that for another cut. So get your dies out and match up what goes with what. And I'm only going to cut 2 at a time because I have to sort of hold them because I haven't got any tape. I've got bent plates, I've got no tape, and here I am trying to show you how charisma works. So I'll put that one on, and I will also put one at the other side on, like that. See, if I were to tape them, I'd have to tape over into the other flowers, and then you take it off and it rips them, so you've just wasted it. So I'm just going to do it this way. It kind of works. So I'm just going to put my plate over that, wind it in a little bit, and then hold it. Instead of taping it, I'm holding it. And don't crush your fingers. I don't know if you can get your fingers under there, but don't. So I'm going to do it one way and then I'm going to do it the other. And I've just got my big board in the bottom, and then the green shim, and then one cutting board, the charisma, then the other cutting board. And it's cut that out really nicely. You can get posh Sizzix tools to poke these out. This works just as well. And there we have it. Right, isn't that just so beautiful? It really is. We'll put the ones we cut today on a piece of paper so we can see what we're up to. It does cut them really well. They're obviously lovely dies. And there's that one. So let's find some more ones that fit. That one goes there, like that. And that little leaf goes there. So I think we can get those on and through in one go. Like I say, if you've got good boards, you've got tape, you'll be able to whack all of them down in one go and cut them all out. I don't have that luxury, so I make do with what I've got. It just amazes me that it cuts it at all. I mean, they're just so beautiful. So that's that one. And this one. And you can play around with your settings on your printer to get different, you know, you could do it in draft if you wanted to get a sort of lighter image. You could do it in photo, not photo, whatever, and you'll get kind of different, slightly different look to your charisma when you print it out. You could you could cut them out on ordinary white card or watercolour card. Ordinary white I would go for, watercolour might be a bit thick for these very thin stems. And colour them yourself. There's nothing stopping you doing that at all. Just use them like ordinary dies and cut them out of normal cardstock or paper or whatever you normally use. Just coat it, just coat it. Oh, it's gone for its holidays on the floor. Right, so we've just got one more to cut on this section. So I'm just going to cut that off there and put that tulip so it's being fed in that way. My machine just seems to like it better that way. You can get magnetic shims for your Sizzix. Don't think you're supposed to use them with the big shot, and actually I don't find it that useful. The bit around the edge seems to want to, I don't know, it wants to make them dance. It's like they're repelling each other. So that's that one. There we are. So we haven't cut a full set out yet, but you get the idea, don't you? You can see what we're up to. So these are the ones that we have cut out. Like I say, if you've got a good plate, good tape to hold them down, you'll be able to whiz those through in one go. I know you will. But I do it the way I have to do it, and I'm still absolutely delighted with the results. They're so pretty on your journal pages, you know, around acetate windows and anywhere. I mean, they're just gorgeous. So that's all I know about tattered lace and charisma. They seem to me to be a fantastic thing. I can't believe how well they work, and I love them. They aren't the cheapest of things, and so as a consequence I only have got the one set. But I'm so taken with them that eventually I will get another set. But you know, I want something that I'm going to find as useful as the Tim Holtz wildflowers. Those I use all the time. Barely a project goes by when I don't use those. So you know, I want something that I'm going to get my money's worth out of. And I think these little ones here I definitely will, because they're just, oh, they're just so gorgeous, aren't they? So they'll go back in the bag, including the one I dropped on the floor. And I hope that's been of some use to you. And you now know how tattered lace and charisma sort of work. The charisma is the thing that you download and print out, and it's got all the colours on for your dies. Okay, thank you very much. See you soon. Bye.